Greetings and salutations from rainy Staten Island. I'm John Tobacco coming to you from the Corona Bunker Studios right here in Staten Island, New York in my living room. There is, as you can see outside, the sea is ornery today. Waves are coming in, winds are coming in, tropical storm headed our way. We're battening down the hatches, and we're going to continue to quarantine, I assume. As I mentioned, across the country, we are seeing this movement, the defund the police movement. And I continue to feel like, they're shooting the messenger, going after the police. They should be going after prosecutors and DA's offices that squander money and waste tons of dough on travel and all this other crap. And, we're going to talk about that more and more because it's not the cops. The cops are the street soldiers, okay? It's the prosecutors and the DA's offices that are calling balls and strikes on what they want to prosecute. And right here in New York, you have, people being prosecuted for crazy crimes that are almost not even crimes. And at the same time, they got people looting and rioting and breaking into stores and things and, bashing cops and lighting cop cars on fire. And actually, some kids vandalized the St. Patrick's Cathedral, one of the, most famous, attractions on earth. And they got caught on tape and they got caught, and then the DA decides not to prosecute. So if they're not going to prosecute and there's cashless bail, if you prosecute them, they get bail, they get out with no money. Well, we don't really need that many DAs. We just need them to, track down the big cases, the murders and the bank robberies and stuff, and leave the rest of civilization to us. I mean, you want mayhem, that's the way to do it. But here in Staten Island, New York, Richmond County, as it's referred to, the highest percentage of votes for Donald Trump in the 2016 Republican primary. 82% of Staten Island voted for Donald Trump, okay? Number one in the whole country, not in New York City, not in New York State, in the whole country. This is Trump country like you cannot believe, okay? And you know what people in Trump country like? Cops, because we respect the blue. And the Blues been getting the crap beat out of them. And my buddy Scott Lebedo, and I tried to help in every way that I can. But Scott got together a beautiful art installation, kind of playing off Black Lives Matter, and so do blue lives too. Okay, and he made that in a 100-foot art piece, which was amazing. Okay. And the grand poobah of Staten Island politics, the pièce de résistance of someone who stands up for our community with principles, our New York State legislator, New York State Senator Andrew Lanza was on hand, along with Mike Riley, Nicole Malatakis, Mike Danousis. A lot of electeds were there showing their support for the blue. So remember that in November. The people that go stand in front of a precinct and support the blue, boost their morale. Remember those people, okay? And remember this, for those of you here in New York, this congressional race this year, they're talking about Trump's going to lose. Don't even buy into any of that crap, okay? Well, Trump's going to win in ways that they can't even imagine. That's why they're pulling this plot on us to keep Donald Trump away from rallying, to expose Joe Biden by putting him in debates. They want it all in mail-in voting so they could fix it, fraud it, and all that other stuff. This is going to clean up, okay? And Trump is going to lay a whooping on him. And then you're going to see a man unshackled because he doesn't have to run again after that. So he's going to be on fire, if you ask me. And they know that. That's why they want to stop him now so badly, okay? But you know what? Someone who can speak for all people, who's open-minded and objective, is my good buddy Andrew Lanza, New York State Senator. He was on hand at the Boost the Blue rally the other night, and I caught up with him for a few minutes, and here's a little bit of what Andrew has to say about boosting the blue.
All right, what's up, Liquid Lunch? I'm out on the streets tonight, yep, in my home borough, Staten Island. We're hitting the streets to support the blue. This isn't anything to do with anti-BLM. Our cops are getting beat down to the ground. They need their morale boosted. great friend of Liquid Lunch, Scott Lebedo, put together this Boost the Blue Morale Rally. I call it a morale. And we're lucky enough to find the greatest advocate in our community, law and order man himself, once a prosecutor, an attorney, and our state senator, Andrew Lanza. How great is this?
This is awesome. You know, to see the turnout here. We're standing in front of the 122nd Police Precinct here on Staten Island. To see the turnout both here on the sidewalk as cars that have gone by for the last 2 hours, showing their support for the police department. John, I know you. Look at this. This is awesome.
You heard the crowd getting crazy there. Audio a little sketchy, but you know what? At a time in our country when people are afraid to speak up, we keep hearing about the silent majority. It's easy for a politician to squeeze his way out of showing his face at something that is against the BLM movement, the defund the police movement. But there's Andrew Lanza up there. And he and I are both sons of cops. Our fathers were friends, okay? We know each other since we're 12 years old and went to the same high school. And we share a lot of the same values. And we talked about that. Check this out.
We've been friends for 13 years, since we're 13 years old. And this guy has known right from wrong since day one. And so I know this really warms his heart to see this. It warms my heart. You know, we're here because we know one thing. The greatest police department on earth is right here in New York City. The men and women of the New York City Police Department are the greatest police on planet Earth. Without them, all is lost. We depend on them for our safety, and we're seeing this assault on America, assault on our police, defunding police. This is the most disgusting, outrageous, ridiculous thing that I've seen in my life. And we're here to say we love the police department. We need the police department. In fact, we need them more than they need us. And we want to be out here showing our support because we know that this is about taking our freedom away. They hate the police department because they want our freedom. They hate America because they want our freedom. That's their ultimate goal. This is a Marxist revolution, and we're here to say, God bless America, God bless the men and women of the New York City Police Department.
You know what? I'm proud to be his friend. I'm proud to know him my whole life. I'm proud he represents me and my family here because I know what he's about, and it takes some gumption, I'll just say, to get on national TV as an elected official and say, God bless the NYPD. That's like a mouthful for the woke crowd. You mentioned God and the police in the same sentence. Oh my God! We should bring in John Cronkite and get his liberal spin on these things. Nah, that's not happening. He's out today. And I'm doing rum and coke today. I'm switching it up a little because it's a little cloudy. So it's like I used to live in Bermuda, and I used to drink the dark and stormies. So I'm going to do some dark and stormies today because of the stormy weather. I even had to pull down the flag because I lowered it because the wind was almost ripping the pole over. It's crazy out there. More Liquid Lunch for you right after this, and more from Andrew Lanza a little later on in the show. Michael Johns is going to be here right after this. Barry Goldsmith is going to be with us. You're there, I'm here. Stay put, have a drink, be right back.